Hey everyone. So we are living through the lens, a day in the life of a breast cancer survivor. I am here with founder Delores King, and I am Jovi Marie. So we do have a disclaimer that we normally always say in the beginning of this video that we're doing, or this live. This live is based on a personal experience. We are not medical professionals, and the content shared is not medical advice. Please talk to your doctor for any medical concerns. Any trigger warnings. Trigger warnings. This live may include emotional topics like breast cancer, trauma, loss. Please take care of yourself and step away if needed. So we are going to be continuing on after medical treatment ends. And Dolores is going to go a little bit more into detail about that. I know we had a couple questions that we did ask the audience to ask any questions if you have any. I did not get anything through Messenger. So please have your questions ready, send them out to us, and we'd be happy to assist. All right, Dolores. So take it away. You're the main one.
Hello, everybody. Hey, let me first apologize for being late. This is all on me, and I'm getting better at this. This is new for me, so just bear with me. I promise I'm going to get better with time. But while I have you guys' attention, I'm glad you could be here. And I just want to continue on with the conversation we had last week about after medical treatment ends, this is where your survivorship begins. Okay, so what happens with that? Last week we talked about a particular number of things that happens after breast cancer. You know, you got that fear, that lingering fear. It's always in the back of your mind that the cancer is going to come back. You know, you think about your medical, it's a whole bunch of stuff. And I don't want to repeat everything I said last week because I don't want this to be a repeat of last week. So we're going to move on. We're going to talk about things that happen. And as you can see, it's still happening to me. Sometimes when you hear me stop talking, I have to get back on train of thought. We call it chemo brain, or some people call it fog, or whatever the case may be. It affects some of us, and it might affect most of us. I'm not sure. I can only speak for me. So, what I do want to talk about today is some of the other issues that's not very well known about this disease. For me, I don't know how many of you, and I'm sure it's a few, I have lymphedema in my left arm. And I sit on this machine. It's a compression machine. I sit on the compression machine like should be 2 times a day. Should be one in the morning. You should give yourself a 5 hour break and you get on it in the evening before you lay down. What the compression machine does, it pushes the fluids. Because since they took the lymph nodes out, I don't have anything pushing the fluids through. So the compression machine pushes the fluids through, and it comes out in your urine. So if you're on a compression machine, if you haven't experienced it yet, please don't drink a lot of water before you get on because you have to sit there for an hour and it can be terrible. But the lymphedema, if you don't have a machine, they have machines. I know my doctor sent me home with a compression machine, and I wish I had it here. I would show it to you. It's just a blue sleeve that goes on my arm with the base that I sit. Keep your arm elevated, and it flushes out the fluid. That's one thing. The second thing, I think we talked about this last week, and I'm going to continue to talk about this because this is what frightens a lot of us, this lingering side effects. You know, every time you feel something, you're thinking, oh, the cancer is back. You're scared to go to the doctor. It's just like me, and I want you guys to say a prayer for me tomorrow because my scans are due tomorrow at 1 p.m. have to be at the doctor. I'm going through scanxiety as we speak. That's the scans with the anxiety attached onto it. Okay. So I have to do what is that thing called? A bone scan. I have to do this every 3 months. I have to do a bone scan, and I also do an ultrasound of my abdomen, my chest, and my pelvis. These things are done every 3 months to make sure that the cancer is not back. Uh, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Some of us, and I know this may sound crazy to some of you, because some of you already know this, but once you've been diagnosed with cancer, you should always have an oncologist as part of your healthcare team. I'm sorry. And I hear so many people, once the doctor come to you and say, hey, you're in remission, or they may say, you're cancer free. And we take that, we take every little piece of information that they give us and we hold on to it for dear life because it makes us feel better. But what we need to do is take that, we celebrate that moment, but then we need to get back up on the horse and say, hey, I need to go get checked. If they tell you to come back and get checked, get checked. If they give you a doctor's appointment for a oncologist, even though your cancer was year down the road, don't ignore it. Please don't ignore it.
Right.
I worked with a woman. She was a cancer patient. She went into remission 17 years. When
Oh,
she retired, she passed because she didn't know that she was supposed to have an oncologist on call, or oncologist in her care team, I should say. She didn't know the cancer had spread it all through her body and to her liver. While we're talking about this, I do want to issue that trigger warning again. Some of the content that I talk about is going to be kind of graphic because when I'm talking, I consider myself AKA storyteller. So I consider myself telling a story and I try to draw a picture for you so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. But I know some of you haven't been through this and you may not have an idea, but just hear me.
okay.
When she retired, she passed because the cancer had spread it through her body. And that was a shame. But before she passed, she told me, well, the doctor said I was cancer free. And so I didn't know I was supposed to go back and see a doctor. Sometimes the doctor have so many patients, they may not come to you and say, hey, you need to get this oncologist. You need an oncologist on call. Or you need to make an appointment. They may not say that. They're so busy in a hurry. You get 15 to 20 minutes when you're in the doctor's office. And then what happened? They give you a discharge paper or they give you a summary saying you was here and this is, and that's it. And you go home and you think everything's okay. And it may be okay for the moment, but why not be safe than sorry? That's all I'm saying. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Hope you don't ever have to use that information. But if you do, I'll be here to remind you. Some of us also, another thing that we do when we are diagnosed, we have a shift in our spiritual or religion. Some of us, it may get deeper, and some of us may start to question. You may have questions. There's no God. Why do you do this to me? And I'm not here to talk a religion to you guys because I know everybody may not be where I'm at with that, and it's okay. Wherever you at, it's okay. All I'm saying is just pay attention to those things. I know for me, it deepened
Mhm.
because I know I'm on a mission. If I've been here for 11 years after being diagnosed and I'm still here, I'm here for a reason. When God put us on this earth, He put us here for a reason. And we need to find out what that purpose is. And I believe I found my purpose. Matter of fact, I know I found my purpose.
Amen.
Another good thing I want to talk about.
So I do
How,
have one
I'm sorry.
question.
Go
I do
ahead.
have one question that
Go ahead.
someone's asking. It's Angel. She said, how do we support a loved one who is a woman living with cancer?
How do you support a woman that's living with cancer? Is that the question?
Mhm.
The best way I can tell you to answer that, I know for me, living with cancer, I would want someone for me just to sit with me some days, talk to me. But when you talk to me, don't come to me saying, oh, you're going to be okay. If you're talking to a cancer survivor and there's a pause in the conversation, take that moment, just hold their hand, let them know you're there. Sometimes silence can be golden. And because we're in this, I call it a dilemma because I don't like using the word, but since we're in this dilemma, that doesn't mean all is lost. So if the person that you're talking to and you're taking care of or you want to support, don't come to them negative. Don't bring negativity to them. No matter how bleak the situation may look, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So just talk to them. Let them know if you need me, I'm here. If there's a pause in conversation, just have that moment. Have that moment with her. That will mean more to her than saying something that I don't know. I just call it crazy. Sometimes when we talking, especially to a breast cancer survivor, we feel like we have to say something. You don't have the answers. Nobody have all the answers, but just let the person know you're there, and you're there if they need them. If you can run errands for them, just make yourself useful. If you want to take them out, go eat, or just go sit at the park, it's a lot of ways to support. But
Mm.
just be mindful of that person that's going through it. And when I say that, I want to say this as well. My daughter walked the walk with me. She walked the walk with me. And you may be doing this for one of your loved ones as well. Even though we are the survivor and we're going through this, you have to think about the caregiver and the person that's beside you. If that's a loved one, that hurts them just like it hurts you. I learned this the hard way because I didn't tell my daughter that I was dealing with breast cancer. So don't make the mistake I did because it's going to catch up with you in the long run. Just be there for the person. That's all I can say. Let them know you're there. Hold their hand. Talk to them. Me and my daughter used to binge watch movies. We'll get us some snacks and we go in there. She climb in the bed with me and we binge watch movies. There's so many ways to support. So just be mindful. And the survivor, if you're out there and you're listening, just be mindful of your caregivers and your loved ones that's taking care of you. You're going through it, sure, but they're a part of your journey. And just like you hurt, they hurt also. I hope that answered the question. I see it got you. Well,
Yes,
good. Good. Okay. If there's no more questions, I just want to continue on. If that's okay.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. When we're talking about survivorship, this is so near and dear to me. Well, we're talking about survivorship. I think I mentioned my lymphedema, but what I didn't mention, now this is new.
Okay.
Now, I'm a survivor. I've been surviving this 11 years, but things start to happen. There's a shift. And especially when you're on this medicine, either you're taking tamoxifen, lodipine, or not lodipine, tamoxifen or letrozole,
Mm.
you're going to have some type of side effect. And they're not always good, but there's a fix to it if you catch it in time. Sometimes we get sick and the first thing we say is, oh, I'm just tired. I'm going to go lay down. I'll feel better in the morning. Don't do that. Don't do that. We are surviving. We're trying to thrive. When you start to do that, to me, you're just existing. You're
Mm.
trying to sleep away the problem, which is not going to go away. It's just going to catch up with you. And when it catch up with you, then it's a bigger problem. So just think about that. The numbness in my fingers. I don't know if I told you guys I had uh, neuropathy in my feet, and every time my feet touch something, a blister or something will appear.
Mm.
If you guys notice, for those of you that know me, you see me out. I've been out here a long time. I hadn't just started being on the scene. I've been out here a long time. But anyway, if anybody know me, they know I was a dresser, head to toe. I had on the high heel shoes. I did all of that. But if you know me today, every time you see me, I'm in a flat shoe. I'm in a flat shoe because I can't wear the heel because of the lymphedema,
Mm.
because of the numbness in your feet. Sometimes you see me, I'm taking pictures. I'll drop my camera or I was fumble with my camera because my fingers are numb. These things linger with you after treatment has ended. It's not when treatment ends, everything is okay. Everything is not okay every day. And you're not going to feel okay every day. Last week when I came on, I don't know if anybody noticed, and I'm sure somebody did, but they never said anything. And thank you for that. But I had a rough day,
Mhm.
a rough day. I mean, I had to talk before I got on. I had to clear my face to do what I had to do so I can get the message to you. But I wanted to do that because I want you to know every day is not a good day. And it's okay if you don't feel okay. It's okay if you don't want to talk. It's okay. So don't feel like you're doing yourself a disservice or your caregiver, whoever. But don't take it out on the caregiver. Don't take it out on the loved one. You're hurting, they're hurting. So just be mindful of these things. You're not going to be doing good every day. And that's why I wanted to do this once a week. I want to show you the good days that I'm having, but I also need you to see the bad days that I have.
Mhm.
Every day is not a good day. Just remember that you are not alone. You may sit at home by yourself. You're not alone. It's a lot of us that's sitting out here. We're sitting at home. You don't get calls. Nobody talks to you. You're just here. Sometimes I need to get out. And we need to do these things. So don't feel like a lone ranger. You are not by yourself. And I can promise you that. If anybody out there know what I'm talking about, health and wellness to all. Amen to that.
Right.
If anybody's out there know what I'm talking about, just throw up a hand, hit a hand or a star or something to let me know somebody is hearing what we're saying.
Mm.
Now, I don't expect to get a whole group of people, but if I do, I'm thankful. But if I don't, it can reach one. I'm thankful for that too, because we need to talk about this stuff. But what I have noticed in this community, I have noticed now people are starting to talk. It's slow, but we have to start somewhere. Just remember that, guys. Don't take it out on caregivers. Don't take it out on yourself. Don't feel like you have to do everything. If you're tired and you need to lay down because that sleep is good for your health. So don't feel guilty. I know I feel guilty. I've been pushing myself all week to do stuff, and all I want to do is lay down. And I'm telling you this, so I have to eat my own words, and the advice I'm giving you, I have to take.
Right.
Jovi, was there something you needed to say?
No.
No?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. But when we talk about anxiety, we okay. Let's talk. Friday, please keep me and you in my ugh, keep me in you guys' prayers. I have to go to the doctor Friday. I told you I had to have tests. I know Friday is a weekend, but the way they do tests now, they can get the results back maybe in an hour or two.
Okay.
When I have tests like this, I'm just being truthful. I don't want anybody to think, oh, she's brave, and I do this because I want you guys to know. And I wish I had this when I was out here, nobody to talk to. I wish I had this. So I'm just trying to give you guys something I didn't have. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But Even though I have my tests, they can get the results back in an hour or two. When I come home, my test is at 1. By the time they get through testing me with the bone scan and it's a whole page of stuff, I come home and I feel the anxiety. Actually, I feel it before I go to the doctor's appointment. The day of my doctor's appointment, I know some of us feel like I'm not going to the doctor today, and the fear sets in, and we say, "Oh no, I'm not doing it," and it's okay. I heard some people say, "Well, if I have cancer, I don't want to know." Who don't want to know? And it's all right to be afraid, but when that fear start to stagnate you and you can't move to do what you know is right for yourself, that's a problem. I have had plenty of them days where I don't want to go to the doctor. But
Right.
I know if I don't go to the doctor, I'm not going to have a good day, a good week, a good month. It's just going to be all downhill from there. So I go to the doctor. I try to face my fears head on. And if it's something that we can work through, okay, doc, so what are we going to do about this? And that's the attitude you have to have. But some of you are not there yet. And I know I keep saying it's okay because wherever you're at in your journey, whatever you're feeling in your journey, it's okay. Again, you are not alone. So if you can't do this on your own, make sure you take a family member, call a friend, call somebody and say, hey, I need you to go with me. I did it and not ashamed. I did it several times. I need somebody to come go with me because when that doctor start talking and you can only take so much, your brain is going to shut down because it's trying to protect you. My brain shut down. I got up, I walked out the room. I just walked out the room. When I got back to the room, it was time to go. So my daughter and others said, "Hey, Ma, we need to take you out to eat or let's go drive or walk or something. But you need to hear this because I had some decisions I had to make. They wasn't the best decisions, but at least I had somebody there advocating for me, listening, and if you can, take somebody that understand the process, but everybody don't have that. So whoever you can take, whether they know the process or not, that support is always needed and it's always good. If they don't do nothing but take a card and say, hey, when she calmed down, can we call you?
Right.
But do something. So I hope everybody that's under the sound of my voice that's hearing me, if you are going through anything, whether it be cancer, anything else, any challenges that we go to, talk about it.
Right.
We don't heal in silence, guys. We heal when we talk about it. Not only do we heal ourselves, we help somebody else heal.
Right.
So do yourself a favor. Talk about what you're going through. Be kind to your caregivers. Have somebody go to the doctor with you if you can. And just sit down. If you need that time, just sit. And don't feel bad about what you're doing. Wherever you at in your journey, remember, it's okay. And I love you guys. And again, I apologize for being late. Mwah!
Right. So I do have Margie. She said, "Praise God, I did to my daughter with my daughter." So she did also have the support through her daughter as well.
Good, good. So her daughter went to doctor's appointments and good, good. Yeah. I'm sure she had to speak for her, but whatever happened that day or in every day after that, just be good. Take care. And I know your daughter loves you. Be kind to your daughter. Some of us go through this and we get evil. Oh my God. You can't look at them. You can't say anything. They're just mad. And it's okay to be mad. But my thing is, why? Why?
Right.
So I just gave in and here I am today and I'm happy where I'm at. And I'm happy for you too, Margie.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So if anybody, there's no other questions for me, I'm going to get off. We've been on here for like 24 minutes, 25 minutes. I just
Hmm.
want to again say thank you guys for joining me. Uh, Unfortunately, we won't be here or the next two Thursdays. I think, Jovi, you have the dates. I'll be out of town on the 21st, and Jovi will not be available for the next live. So we'll be back on what day, Jovi?
We will be back August 28th.
August the
So
28th.
so it's going to be August 28th, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 6:30 p.m. Central time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So just keep that in mind. And we'll be posting a couple of things online as well. So if you still have any questions or any concerns, um, put those questions
By
on.
all means, yes.
Yeah,
And it doesn't have to be a live. We don't have to be on live. We are constantly checking. So if you have something that you need to know, want to know, send it. And we get a response, we'll respond. Okay?
yep,
So just know that it doesn't have to be always on live. If you have a question, sometimes we just need to talk this stuff out and say, hey, I wish so and so was here, but she's not. So just put it in a message and say, hey, got a question. That's what
exactly.
we're here for. And that's what I'm hoping that people start talking. And if you have questions, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know it all, but I can tell you my experience. And I think as a 3-time breast cancer survivor, I have a lot to say and I have a lot to share if you're willing to listen.
Yes, absolutely. So
Yes.
this is Living Through the Lens with the founder, Delores King. So 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 6:30 p.m. Central time, 7:30 p.m. Central time. And that's going to be August 28th, everyone, okay?
Okay. And
Anything
we'll make
else you
sure
want
we
to
put
add?
something out. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
Joey.
Did you
No,
want
I
to add
said
anything else?
we'll be sure to put something out to remind you guys of the date. So, and I'm so happy. I see you guys been loving my reels. I love them too, and so I work hard to get that out. I have so much content I need to get out. I have done so much, and so this is all new to me, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. And thanks again for joining me. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.